Welcome back to Hashes and Numbers. I'm Thomas. I'm here with my co-host,
Justin Kim.
and today we're going to be previewing the Week 4 slate of games, and then we're going to be building our playoffs through three games. A little early insight to who we think is in, who we think file out. But before we get into that, let's start pick with the games.
Yep,
First game
let's
we
go.
got is what was that?
I was just saying, yep, let's go.
First one is Seahawks Cardinals. I got the Cardinals at -1.5 for the odds.
You said -1.5?
I'm seeing -1.5.
I got plus. I don't know, but
Where are you looking at? Are you looking at the Pigskin Pick'em
yes,
spread?
yeah. Same thing.
It says
Same thing
plus.
as
It says
yep.
+1.5 for the Cardinals.
Oh, plus 105. Oh, you're looking at the spread?
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
I mean we're picking against the spread now.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go spread.
so I'm seeing -1.5 or Seahawks +1.5, Cardinals -1.5.
Yeah, -1.5 is correct. Yep.
Okay, okay. I got the Seahawks. I think they played really well against the Saints. This Cardinals team looked iffy against the Niners. For me, I think the Seahawks are riding momentum. They've had two good wins. I think they go into Arizona. I mean, Arizona's been a tough place for Seattle to play, but I think they go in there, ride the running game, and take the game.
I also have Seahawks with the plus 1.5. Wait, plus 1.5 means they're underdogs, right?
Yeah.
I don't see how they're underdogs. Cardinals just lost last week to the 49ers on Sunday. I think Seahawks is, a good team that, yeah, I think their defense is good. Their offense is like fresh, but I think it's capable of scoring points. I have the Seahawks with the plus 1.5 as well.
Okay. Next game is the Vikings, who are favored by 1.5 against the Steelers.
Hmm.
You want
Yeah.
to go first on that one?
Um, who did the Steelers go against last week?
The Patriots.
And they won, right?
Hmm.
I have the Steelers with the plus 1.5. I it's like don't fully expect the defense to show out like how it did against what it's called the Bengals. Uh, I don't know. We didn't see full version of Kirk Cousins. Not Kirk Cousins. Who was it again? Vikings QB.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. We haven't seen him like fully yet in like a tight game. But I think Steelers plus 1.5 is the move here.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings -1.5. I think this game's in Ireland. And the Vikings they play pretty well over in Europe. I think Kevin O'Connell has a system. Brian Flores has been really good against Aaron Rodgers in his career. Um, and just that defense for the Vikings, I think it travels overseas. I don't know if the Steelers team is as good as in years past. I think yeah, I think Brian Flores gives Rodgers fits. I think this is a close game, but I do think the Vikings pull away in the end.
See.
Moving on, we have the Commanders. Commanders going to Atlanta. The Commanders are 2.5 point favorites. Who do you got in this one?
Um, it's interesting. I don't know. I It's not Atlanta. I'll go with the plus 2.5. I just think, Penix had a bad game. I think he knows that, like by himself, that he caused a game against the Panthers. I think he'll be sh like sharp this game out, and I have the Falcons being or covering the plus 2.5. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Penix breakout game.
I think I don't know. I'm very high on the Commanders. Jane Daniels said he felt no pain. I think he was limited today. I think he's gonna put together some practices. I think he's back. And this Falcon team, this offense just doesn't look like it's working. I mean, other than Bijan, I don't know. Pitts hasn't looked amazing. He had a great game week 1, but he hasn't been all that. London hasn't put it together. Their supporting pieces haven't been really there. Penix hasn't put it together. Penix looks like he's just lost out there. He looks like he has the arm talent to try to make plays. But in the NFL, arm talent's only half the equation, and he's not seeing the defense. So give me the Commanders. I think Dan Quinn and the defense really puts it to Atlanta here. I think this should be a bigger spread. I think being at home, Atlanta gets a little bit of the help, but I think this Commanders team, I would take it I almost see like a touchdown, maybe, 10-point victory for the Commanders. Now, next game is the Bills versus the Saints.
After Bills covering the minus or doing the minus 15.5, I just think the Saints are not good at all this year, even though their Spencer Rattler is showing like some positive at points. I mean, at times. I don't know. This Buffalo team just looks special. James Cook has been on it this year, and I don't, I think it'll be like a three position game, so like around 20 minus 20. And yeah, I have the Bills winning.
See, the 15 and a half scares me. I think the Bills win this game. I don't think it's going to be a question. The problem is that 15 and a half is over 2 touchdowns. And for me, 2 touchdowns is a lot. I mean, beating any team by 2 touchdowns is a lot, and it's going to take quite a big showing, right? And I think all it takes is, they could be up 21. All it takes is a late touchdown. Next thing you know, you win by 14, right? And when you're up by
Yeah.
21, you're not trying as hard on defense in the fourth quarter, right?
hmm
Um, so with that being said, I think I'm gonna take the Saints with the points. Obviously, I think the Bills are gonna win this game. I don't think it's a question who the better team is, who more talented team is, who's coached better. But 15 and a half scares me. It might come back to bite me, but that's such a big line. Um, I don't think I can take 15 and a half there. Slightly better line because the Browns beat the Packers. They're going to Detroit now. The line's at -8.5. I'll go first on this one. I really like the Lions -8.5 here. Same reasons last week with the Packers, why I think they could win by double digits. I think the Lions, I mean, for all I know, I might be wrong again. They might lose this game, but I think the Lions are more physical. I think the Lions have such a high-powered offense, and I think their defense can hold up against the Browns. I think at the end of the day, I think this is when the Lions, show who the best team in the NFC North is. I think I will take the Lions -8.5. I trust Dan Campbell.
Well, this one's a little interesting. I have Cleveland Browns plus 8.5. I don't know. From what I saw from the Browns last week after beating Packers, a team I was kind of high on as a Bears fan, it's kind of surprising. Just, I don't know. I just have a feeling that Browns will cover, or yeah, cover the plus 8.5. And I don't, I think Detroit's good, but like not as good as Packers. So I think it'll be somewhat closer than 8.5. Yeah.
Moving on, we got the Panthers going to New England to play the Patriots. The spread's New England -4.5. What are your thoughts on that?
Mm, I think I got the New England Patriots point four or minus 4.5 because I don't know. I think Drake may will ball out this game. I just don't trust the Panthers this year, despite playing good like last week. I just don't see them like I don't know. I just don't trust the Panthers.
Yeah, this can go either one or two ways. I mean, the Patriots, they look decent, but they just couldn't hold on to the football. So do I think that will kind of take over, or do I think the Panthers in their momentum win will take over? I think I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I just think the Panthers that win over the Falcons, I don't think it really showed who they are, more so what the Falcons are. And the Patriots play a pretty tight game. I think there's some stuff that they can clean up, and I think they'll clean up here. I think they win by a touchdown, maybe slightly less, but give me the 4.5 Patriots with the points. Next game, you got an undefeated against the winless. The Chargers going to New York to play the Giants. I'm gonna be quick with this one. Give me the Chargers. I think they take care of business. No, not much to be said. Jackson Dart's first start. I think he'll play pretty well, but I don't think it'll be enough to beat the Chargers. Give me the points.
I have it flipped around. I think it's New York Giants plus 5.5. It's Jackson Dart first start at home. I think he'll be cooking this game. But I don't know if the Giants defense could hold up the Chargers. Yeah, I got the plus 5.5 if the defense shows up a little bit.
So, do you think this comes down to a field goal or something? Because I don't see how the 5.5 like plays in here. Do you think it takes a field goal to win, or what do you think there? Is it a backdoor cover, or how do you see this?
I don't know. I just think it'll be like a one possession game. That's why.
But I mean, a one possession game is still you can still cover like 5.5 one possession. So like I'm saying like do you see them have to like the only in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
The only way this happens where the Giants cover is if it takes a last second field goal for the Chargers to win. I don't think
Okay.
I mean,
Not going to.
I can see a four, like, the Chargers take a late touchdown to go up by four or go up by five. Like, that's possible, but I just don't know if that is happening where it takes a late game heroics for the Chargers to win. I mean, you can kind of, I guess you can say like you can see something different, but like I just want to see how you see this board, especially with Jackson's first start coming. Um, this isn't like a
Mhm.
layup game. I just want to know what you see, how you see them covering the spread
I Okay, to be fairly honest, I actually think the New York Giants will win this one. Just have a little feeling that Jackson Dart will show what he's capable of this game.
with what receivers?
Wendell Robinson,
Wandale Robinson. Okay.
Emily Neighbors, and Cam Skattebo, steal of the draft.
All right. Make that your bold prediction then.
Yeah, I am.
Your bold
I
prediction?
I
Okay.
will do that. Yeah.
Okay. Next game, you got the Eagles versus the Bucks. Give me the Eagles. They're minus 3.5. I think they should be favored more. Buccaneers are really banged up. Baker's going to be possibly out his top two receivers from last year and might have only a rookie, Emeka Buka, as his receiving core. I think the Eagles defense is going to take advantage of that. Give me Eagles with the points.
I got the Eagles minus 3.5. Their defense showed up like against the Rams. I think. I mean, Tampa Bay is banged up, like what you said. Just Emeka is the only healthy, like, good wide receiver. And I don't know. I trust this offense after seeing, like, yeah, after what I saw from last week. So I think Eagles will cover the minus 3.5.
All right. Next game is going to be the Texans against the Titans. Texans at both teams are winless. Um, I debated making this one my lock of the week just because I feel like the Bills game was such an easy lock that I feel like that was kind of obvious. I think this is I'm gonna make this game my lock of the week, even though I think the Bills like in terms of winning the game, I think the Bills are the most like the Bills Saints game is gonna be the most like easiest to call. But I think in terms of the spread, I like this Texans minus 6.5. I think the Texans have to figure it out. I think they have the pressure now to like hey, this game needs to be a game where they show out. And I think their defense um, is much better than they've been playing. I think Cam Ward struggles with this defense. Give me the Texans with this. This is kind of bold, not that bold. I'm locking myself with the Texans with the points.
Yeah, I think Texans will cover the minus or hit the minus 6.5. I I saw the last like few games they played against the Bucks and the Rams. Both of those games were close where they lost by one position. And Titans, I don't know. They're still trying to figure out their rhythm with Cam Ward. So I have Texans covering the minus 6.5.
Okay. Next game is the Colts versus the Rams. Undefeated Colts going in. Some people are saying this is their first real test. I'm calling this as my upset. I don't know if it's really an upset because you're picking an undefeated team going against a team that has a loss, but
Yeah.
3.5 I think is way too much. I think they take this game outright. I think the Colts lean on that running game and Daniel Jones just plays game manager like he's been doing. I think they take the game against the Rams.
I also think Colts hit the plus 3.5. Their defense is just capable. And I don't know. Like what I saw from Jonathan Taylor so far, he might be a top five running back this year. And Daniel Jones is just capable of what is called, they're like just dotting up when he's needed. So I got the plus 3.5.
Another game with the line of 3.5. Niners against the Jaguars. Niners are favored by 3.5. This is in Levi's. Give me the Niners plus with the points. I think even banged up, this Niners team is still very talented. CMC, he's going to be leaned on. Mac Jones has been he played pretty well against the Cardinals. And this Jaguars team, I'm not sure. I'm not sold on this team. This would be a game where if the Jaguars can pull up the upset, I might maybe start being on that train. But right now, it just seems to me that Trevor's playmakers aren't up to standard yet. Their defense hasn't been amazing. They play good, but they haven't been something where I can say they can lean on their defense. Give me the Niners.
I have the Jaguars hitting the plus 3.5. I like what I've been saying before. I trust the offense. I like the offense a lot. Just Trevor Etienne. he looks like fresh this year.
Who?
And ETN,
Travis Etienne?
Trevor Etienne.
The guy on the Panthers?
It's Trevor, no?
I don't know who you're talking about, but Trevor Etienne's on the Panthers. That's all I know.
Oh, Travis Etienne. Yeah, Travis Etienne, I don't know. He's been like fresh this year. And I also like the wide receiver group. Stiami Brown, what is it called? The second year. I forgot his name. Hold up. What was his name?
Who are we talking about? Ricky Pearsall?
No, not Ricky Pearsall from the Jaguars. Oh yeah, Brian Thomas. I don't know. Brian Thomas hasn't like been showing anything, but I think this might be a game where he starts going. I just have the Jaguars winning plus 3.5. I mean, not winning, but hitting this one.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Thomas is interesting. He seems like he's scared to get hit after the preseason. And I don't know. The way the receiving game's been used, I don't know if I trust I don't know if I trust it. Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. I like the Niners in this one. Again, like I said, I'm not sold on the Jaguars. Um, one and two teams are underwhelming, but it's the Ravens against the Chiefs. Ravens favored by 2.5. Who do you have?
I think the Ravens will win this one. I just think Ravens will like fix a bunch of stuff after they lost a close game to the the Detroit Lions. And I don't know. I don't think this KC team is as good as what people are saying. But yeah, I just think the Ravens are gonna show up big this game.
This game, I don't know. I mean, the Ravens, it seems like they play to the level of their competition, but they play just under. It seems like week one against the Bills, they showed out, but then they just couldn't finish the game. Week two
Yeah.
against the Browns, they weren't impressive per se. And then week three, they showed up against the Lions, but they just weren't able to do enough.
Yeah, they just fumbled the game.
Yeah, and this Chiefs team, I'm interested to see how much having the receivers back is going to help. Um, I think Xavier Worthy's close to coming back, and it just seems like I don't know. To me, it feels like this Chiefs team just kind of came off slow, based off like the jump. They played two good teams in the Chargers and the Eagles, and then they took care of business against the Giants. So there's not really like a gauging point to say like, hey, this is how good they are. Um, with that being said, I'm gonna take the 2.5 at home with the Chiefs just because it's in Arrowhead, and I think that plays a little bit of a role. Um, I think this is a last field goal type of game, and I think either way, I like the Chiefs to cover that 2.5.
Who do you think will win? Chiefs?
I think the Chiefs. If I had to pick like straight up, I would pick the
Yeah.
Chiefs. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, just because this Ravens team just seems so cursed, and their secondary just seems so like beatable, if you know what I mean. I mean,
I mean, they have a good secondary though, no?
it just seems so beatable though. I mean, they got torched by Josh Allen, right? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna they play pretty good against the Browns, so I'm not gonna say anything there. But it seemed like Jared Goff was having their way, and then that running game just seemed like they were having their way too. Um,
Yeah. Maybe Pacheco, first breakout game.
that defense, I don't know if it's Pacheco. I might go Kareem Hunt or Brashad Smith there, but it just seems like their secondary is so beatable right now, and if that offense isn't keeping up, they're not keeping up. But give me the Chiefs on that, just based purely off of the fact that it's an Arrowhead, and I think the Chiefs find a way to win that one. Next game, very interesting line. I don't like this line. Bears plus 1.5 going into Vegas. I don't know what this line is. I don't know if somebody knows something.
The Vegas, the Vegas people be cooking up right now.
But I mean, it scares me to go with
Yeah.
the Bears here. I want to go with the Bears here. I want to, right?
hmm
But the fact that the Raiders are favored tells me that something within somebody knows something, and I don't like it.
It's probably the Bears secondary that's all banged up. I don't know.
But I mean, they were banged up last week against the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's why they're also underdogs, the Bears.
But the Cowboys, it made sense, but they played good. I mean, maybe somebody knows something about Caleb. Like maybe it was just Flus that he knew Flus's defense. That's why he was able to cook. But I'm gonna go with the Bears with the favor. I think the Bears win this outright.
This is the log of my week. Don't see how Bears lose this one after Caleb finds his rhythm. I don't
Bold.
know.
That's
Caleb
bold
will
considering what you went through last year.
Caleb will show out this game once again. I just trust Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was just giving that, that good locker room vibe. The players want to experience that once again this week, It's the what is called the locker room vibe. And yeah, I have the Bears
Okay.
covering 1.5 easily.
Next game is Sunday Night Football. It's the Packers versus the Cowboys. I'm going game of the week based purely off of the vibes of the rivalry. Not rivalry,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
The renewing.
Michael coming back to Dallas. I'm gonna say this
Yeah.
is game of the week. But I don't know if it's like necessarily game of the week in terms of the play. I think the Packers blow out. I got Packers with the points. I think the Packers blow out the Cowboys. Cowboys don't look good. It doesn't look like they don't have CeeDee Lamb, so they're out their biggest weapon. And I don't see how the Cowboys keep up with the Packers in this game, especially with the Packers coming off a bad loss.
Yeah, I also have the Packers covering hitting minus 6.5. Packers, they're frustrated. I think they'll show out like what you've been saying. Dallas also they just lost CD. So that's very big. They're gonna have to trust like Turpin and like other what is called veterans. And I don't think that'll work. So I got the Packers covering minus 6.5.
Couple Monday night games left. So we have the Dolphins and the Jets. Dolphins favored by 2.5. Both teams are 0-3. Give me the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins figured out in this game, especially if Justin Fields doesn't play. I like the Dolphins to get their first win.
I also think Dolphins minus 2.5. I don't know. I think after what I saw from this offense last week against the Bills, I don't know. I'm just expecting kind of high in this offense team now. But yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be a close game though.
Yeah, and then the last game, the Broncos hosting the Bengals. Give me the Broncos with the points. 7.5 is a lot. I don't like that number at 7.5. I just can't pick the Bengals after what they went through that last week. Um, it just seems like the vibes are so bad with Joe Burrow out, and it's not like he's back soon. It's 3 months from what the reports are saying. I think the the Broncos take care here.
I like I don't know. I think Broncos are gonna hit the minus 7.5. Like Bengals just seem like unfunctionable, without Joe Burrow. They can't. I sh They moved the ball a little bit. It's just those turnovers that killed them. I just think Broncos defense will show out for this game. Oh yeah, especially because it's at Denver, and
Hmm.
Broncos lost last year and they lost to the Chargers. I think they'll bring the vibe hopefully, and Bo Nix will show out more potentially.
All right. Bold prediction.
It was the New York Giants winning.
That's it. Just the Giants winning. I thought you were gonna put something with Jackson Dart on there.
Okay, Giants winning. Cam Scatterby for 50 yard and Jackson Dart for 200 yard.
50
250.
yards. How's that bold? I mean, he's had 50 yards in the last couple games. Like, we gotta go bold predictions, not like,
Okay, but Giants winning is already bold enough, no?
okay, well, you want to put 100 yards for Scottaboo then?
I'll put 75 and then put something on Jackson Dart.
Okay, why don't we go Jackson Dart 300 then?
250.
Okay, so Scottaboo for 75, Jackson Dart for 250, and the Giants to win.
Yeah.
Okay. My bold prediction, give me, let me look through a slate real quick. I have one in mind. I just, I'm trying to look through anything else to see if, yeah, okay. My bold prediction is going to be Saquon Barkley goes for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Saquon Barkley?
Saquon Barkley, 200 yards, 4 total touchdowns. Doesn't have to be just like running, but I think
Whoa, 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 whoa. I was an Eagles fan. Why? Why?
Saquon's been bottled up so far, and a lot of the discourse is, hey, is Saquon washed? I think this is the perfect game for him to show like he's still that guy. Um, I think the Bucks run defense is has been decent, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not like a shade on the Bucks run defense, but this is more on the game script. I think the Bucks are gonna have to pass a lot in this game to keep up with the Eagles, and I
Yeah.
think it's just gonna be. I think the Eagles get the ball first. I think they put together some good, a couple good drives, and then for the rest of the game, it's just gonna be downhill running. Um, and the Eagles have been a team that like once you get a narrative, they kind of disprove it, right? First 2 weeks, Jalen Hurts wasn't throwing downfield. AJ Brown's been kind of bad. Guess what? We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go to AJ Brown, have him have a big game, right? Well, now the
Yeah.
narrative is like, hey, Saquon Barkley's been kind of bottled up these last couple games, right? At some point, a breakout's coming, and I think this is the perfect time for the breakout to come. Um, it's an early game, less attention on the game. Um, you know, week one, banner night, lot of energy there, right? Week two against the team you played in the Super Bowl, a lot of energy, right? A lot of hype. Week three, the team that was closest to beating you in the playoffs last year, right? This is the week where everything's kind of like sit back. The Bucks, still a quality team, but they're banged up, right? Everyone expects you to win. I think this is the game where pound the rock, right? Hurts maybe doesn't even go for 100. Maybe just leans on Saquon, leans on the running game. And to make it bold, right? I could easily say I think Saquon goes for 150, but give me give me Saquon for 200 and four touchdowns, four total touchdowns.
Okay, so a good fantasy day for him.
I mean, good day in general. I don't think just fantasy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna do this little exercise. It's a build your own playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go on the NFL site, right? And I'm gonna list out what the playoff picture is right now. I want you to tell me if you think they're gonna stay or if you think they're gonna fall out, right? And I
Okay.
want you to tell me who you think replaces them. All right?
Okay.
So right now, the one seed we'll go AFC first, right? Hold on one second. Let me pull up the standings real quick. Um, there it is. Currently, the one seed I think is the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Yeah, the Chargers are the one seed right now. In the
Mm-hmm.
AFC. Do you think they stay as the one seed? Do you think they stay in the playoffs, or do you think they fall out of the playoffs?
Oh, fall in or out?
Well, do you think they stay as the one seed first, right?
No,
Do
I
you
do not
think
see.
okay? Do you think they where do you think they fall in at the end of the season? Kind of predict the end of the season here.
Mm,
Who do you, okay, so you said they don't stay as the one seed.
that's the two or the five. Two or
Okay.
five.
Okay. So make your prediction right now. It's not two or five. You got to pick. Do you think it's the two or the five?
I'll, you know what? I'll stay with two.
The two?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll pencil you in for the two. All right. Right now the two seeds the Indianapolis Colts. Where do you think they fall at the end of the year? Or I'll give my picks for the Chargers as well. I think the
Okay.
Chargers end up as the three seed.
Behind
No,
who?
I'll put them at the two seed. I think the Chargers finishes the two seed.
Okay.
So the Colts are right now the two seed. Where do you think they fall? Do you think they stay as the two seed? Or obviously they can't stay as the two seed. So do you think they jump up? They fall back? Where do you think they end up?
They will fall down to like, let's see, the three.
The three? Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I have the Colts falling to as well. I think they definitely win the division, but I don't think they get the bye, or I don't think they get the one seed.
Yeah.
Right now, the three seed is the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is pretty obvious. Where do you think they fall?
Number one.
Yeah, I think both of us have the Bills right now as the one seed. They look like the best team right now in the AFC. Next, we have the Bengals right now as the four seed as the leaders in the AFC North. Where do you think they fall?
Wait, what did you say? Can you repeat that?
The Bengals right now are leading the AFC North. Where do you think the Bengals end up?
I don't think they'll make the playoffs this year
Okay.
because Joe Burrow impact will be huge.
hmm
Yeah.
I'm looking at the other teams right now, and I don't know. This is the one where I think the Bengals maybe sneak into the 7th seed.
I don't know though, because
I'm gonna put
actually,
them for me. I'm gonna put them in the 7th seed for right now.
okay,
I might bump them out later if I find a team that I like better than the Bengals, especially with Joe Burrow out. But right now, I'm gonna put them at the 7th seed.
okay.
Okay. Right now, so now those are the four division leaders. The wild card teams are the Steelers, Jags, and Raiders. Do you have any of them staying in the playoffs?
Mm, you said what? Steelers?
Steelers, Jags,
Yeah.
Raiders.
The Raiders are not staying. I think it'll switch around to
The Raiders
AFC West.
are 1-2, so I will say they are currently right now the best 1-2 team. But yeah, I think both of us have the same idea.
I think Steelers will stay. I don't know. I have Broncos as
We'll
the
get to them,
seventh.
but just right now, do you have the Steelers, Jags, Raiders staying in the
Oh,
playoff
just
picture?
falling off.
Yeah,
The
just
Raiders, the
right
Raiders.
now the playoff picture. If the playoffs started today, the Steelers, Jags, and Raiders would be in the playoffs.
I think Raiders will fall.
Do you think the Jags and Steelers stay?
Yeah, I think Jags will stay
Where do you think the
as
Jags fall end up in the season?
six.
Okay,
Actually, six or seven, but seven.
okay. I think all three teams fall out. So,
All three
mm,
team falls out.
yeah, I don't think either. I don't think any of these teams make the playoffs. Um,
Interesting.
the next teams are the Ravens. Right now, they're behind the Steelers and the Bengals for the division. I'll go first. I think the Ravens take the division. I think they get hot late in the season. So even though I think they start 1-3, give me the Ravens to win the division ultimately. But I think they're gonna be the 4 seed. I think they're gonna fall behind some of the hotter teams in the conference.
Yeah, I also think Ravens. Yeah, I think Ravens will take the fourth seed as well.
Okay, so you got them edging out the Steelers for the division.
Yeah, I just trust the Ravens more. Yeah.
Okay, so now the next team you mentioned was the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Broncos climb in?
Yeah, I think
What seed?
I I sh can we remove the Jaguars for now in the
Remove the
playoff?
Jaguars?
For
Okay.
now, because and then we'll put Broncos in the sixth seed.
Okay.
I think that's about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now you have the Bills, Chargers, Colts, Ravens as division winners, and the Broncos as the 6th seed wild card.
Yeah, the second wild card team. Yep. That's how I see
Okay.
it as.
Um, I'm gonna put the Broncos also in the 6th seed. Um, yeah, I think the Broncos I think they're a quality team. I think they can figure it out, but I don't think they're gonna be as high as the other teams in the conference. Uh, Now the remaining teams, right?
Hmm.
You have one spot, I have one spot. Both of us have the 5 seed or the 5 spot open, right?
Yeah.
No, you have the 7 spot open as well. So among the Patriots, Browns, Chiefs, Titans, Dolphins, Jets, and Texans, who do you have going into the last 2 spots?
Wait, can you repeat?
The Patriots,
Yeah, I don't see them making it.
Browns,
Nope.
Chiefs.
Maybe let's keep Chiefs.
Where? Do you want to put them in the spot?
We'll put them at seven for now.
Okay.
I just don't see how they play like as good above
Okay.
five. Yeah, I
Uh,
think they'll barely go in.
Titans,
No,
Dolphins,
no.
Jets,
Is that it?
and Texans.
We'll go with the Jaguars.
At the five
Yeah.
spot?
I think Broncos will be five and then Jaguars and then KC.
Okay. I'm gonna have the Chiefs as my 5 seed. So your final AFC picture is gonna be the Bills, Chargers, Colts, Ravens, Broncos, Jaguars, Chiefs.
Yep.
Okay, my final picture is gonna be Bills, Chargers, Colts, Ravens, Chiefs, Broncos, Bengals. Now we move on to the NFC. Right now the Eagles are the 1 seed.
Yeah. I
Do you think they
think
stay as the 1 seed?
yeah, I see that.
Okay. I got the Eagles falling to the 2 seed.
Behind who?
I'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Um, the second seed right now is the Niners. Where do you see them falling?
Ah, this one's an interesting one because the Niners are still good without them, but okay, their schedule's not bad. I'll stay was hold up. Who's the third and ah, shit. I'll put it at three. Three.
The 3?
Yep.
Okay. Um, I think that's a good spot. I'll put them at the 3 as well. The right now the 3 seed is the Buccaneers. Actually, I'm pivoting. I'm putting the 49ers at the 3 spot or the 4 spot right now.
Four?
Yeah. Because I think the Buccaneers go into the 3 spot.
Okay. I I have it as Eagles and then I have an NFC team. I think
I'd hope so. I mean, this is an NFC playoff picture.
I mean NFC North, NFC North. I have it as Packers as the NFC
Okay.
North.
I mean, we can get there later, but okay, where do you have the Bucks though? Do you have the Bucks winning the division?
Yeah, they're 3-0. Oh, this one is. Yeah, I have them winning the division.
Okay, so then they're gonna be the 4 seed.
Yeah,
Talking about the Packers, I got the Packers being the 1 seed.
interesting. One seed?
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know about one seed, but I think they'll be up there, like as division winners.
I mean, you have them as the 2 seed.
Yeah, I just don't see how it falls behind the Eagles though.
So you don't think the Eagles? I mean, okay, here's my one reasoning. Their loss right now is the Browns, right?
Yeah.
And I think if the Eagles lose a game, I don't think it's gonna be to an AFC team. I think it's gonna be to an NFC team, right?
Hmm.
I think we both agree, highly unlikely the Eagles stay undefeated, correct?
Yeah.
Right? So if they lose a game, I mean, they might lose a divisional game, right?
One to like Commander, maybe.
Maybe like yeah, Commanders loss, right? Or something small, something like insignificant. Like they might finish, 14-3, right?
Hmm.
But I think the fact that the Packers lost to the Browns, as bad of a loss it is as it is, it helps them because it's an AFC team, right?
Yeah.
So I think I think the tiebreaker goes to the Packers, however it falls down. So that's why I'm putting the Packers at the 1 seed. I think the Eagles are just kind of worried about getting to the playoffs. I don't think they're worried about seeding necessarily.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, the wild cards right now are the Cardinals, Vikings, and Seahawks. Do you have any of them staying? Do you have any of them falling out?
Seahawks for sure.
Staying?
Yeah, stay.
Where do you have them as ending up?
Uh, I have them in the. Let's see. So there's five, six. The six for now. For now. For now.
Okay.
Yeah, for now.
I'm gonna put the 6 to the 7 seed for right now. There's something at the bottom there I'm looking at. But right now I'll keep them in. I think the Cardinals and the Vikings both fall out, in my opinion.
Wait, what did you say? Who's gonna fall? Cardinals?
Cardinals and the Vikings both fall out, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that too.
All right, next 2 teams, both playoff, or next 3 teams, I guess we'll go. All playoff teams from last year, all are 2-1. The Commanders, Lions, and Rams. So you have 2 spots, so at least one of them is falling out. Who do you think falls out? And do you think any of these 2 teams are the teams that fill in?
The Lions,
Commanders, Lions, Rams.
Commander, Lions, and Rams. So, oh, so these teams. Okay. Um, uh, shoot. Okay, I think Rams will miss it. However, I think Detroit will make it as the fifth seed. Fifth seed. Fifth seed. That's.
And then Commanders, what do you think about the Commanders?
I think they'll fall. They're not gonna make it.
Okay. This is where it rounds out my playoff picture. I think the Commanders get the sixth seed, and I think the Lions get the fifth seed. Um, just looking at the playoff picture, I don't think any of these one and two teams are really competing for anything, and I think the bottom two teams in the conference are going to bottom out. We can go through the one and two teams real quick. So you have one more spot, correct?
Hmm.
That's seven seed. You got the Panthers, Falcons, Bears, Cowboys. Who do you think takes that last spot?
I think the Bears for okay for week this what is it called week three, but I think the Bears just because
This is a
I
prediction. This isn't a who do you like as a team. This is a prediction. Like so at the end of the year, we're gonna look back and be like, okay, this was our playoff predictions. So do you really think the Bears are gonna make the playoffs?
let me see their schedule. Hold up. Okay, one, two, three, four. Yeah, I see them as the last wild card spot. Yeah,
All right, I'll put this in there. You want to put something on this then?
I think I'm good.
Why not? I mean, are you not confident in your predictions
Okay, who do you have? Or is that it for you?
for my teams?
Yeah, is that it for your
Yeah, I got the Packers, Eagles, Bucks, Niners, Lions, Commanders, Seahawks.
interesting? Okay.
So you want to put something on it? I mean, seems like seems like are you confident in your predictions?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'll put dinner on it then.
Oh, well, who said that? No.
Why not? Are you not confident in your predictions then?
I am, but like I don't know about betting for the Bears. Quite yet, quite yet. No, no, no. This this just
So
after
then why are
seeing
you putting them in the prediction thing? Like if you don't see
after no
them
no no, but after seeing week three, I think they will. So
right, so if you think they will, then you got no problem putting dinner on it because I don't want the Bears in there. So as long as the Bears make the playoffs, you get the point.
I
I'm
don't
not trying
know.
to bully you out of it. I'm just saying, if are you not confident in your predictions? Because we're doing this for a reason. This is done for a reason. We're not just doing this to show support for our teams, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
Like, I
Okay,
mean,
so
if you're
I
not
s-
confident enough to put a dinner on it, then like, why are you putting together these predictions?
I Falcons are the Chicago Bears. That's why.
So pick a team. I mean, who do you think's gonna make it? And are you that unconfident?
Um, yeah, I'll go with Chicago. It's giving me 2018 vibes. I'll go with Chicago.
Okay, and if it is giving you that vibes, then you should be fine putting a dinner on it, right?
Okay. No.
Yeah?
Mm.
I mean, come on.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Put a dinner on it?
Yeah. Sure.
All right. That's official. We are putting a dinner on this. So every spot you get correct, we'll do 2 points, or we'll do 3 points. 1 point if they make the playoffs and you had them in the playoff picture. Sound good?
Yeah.
Want to make any last changes before we
Oh,
officially
wait,
lock
wait,
it
wait,
in?
wait, wait. So is this just the playoffs or is it by the seeding too?
You get 3 points if you get the right seed. So let's say like if
Okay,
the
okay. Yeah, yeah. 3 points and then 2 point if they get in the playoff, right?
1 point.
1 point. Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Bills, Chargers, Col Broncos, Jaguar. Okay, Jaguars. Okay, okay. Can we switch up?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll give you your chance to switch it up right now.
Okay, okay. Just need that extra point.
Okay, so tell them what you're switching.
Okay, so I just switched the Jaguars and the Chiefs,
Hmm.
switched the six and the seven,
Okay.
Yeah. That for the AFC and then for the NFC, Eagles, Packers, Niners, Buccaneers, Lions, Seahawks, Bears. Oh, interesting. But I don't think. Okay, yeah, this is good.
Let's make this okay. How's this? 3 points if you get the division winner and their seed, right?
Yeah.
2 points if you get the division winner but the wrong seed.
Hmm.
2 points if you get the wild card seed correct.
Yeah.
1 point if they just make the playoffs.
Okay, sounds good. We'll write it down on the dot
All
and
right.
look back at it.
And as you guys know, we have a dinner on this. This is at the end of the season. I will vlog the dinner that I get from Justin.
Hey, I'll be vlogging. I'll be vlogging. We'll be watching the Chicago Bears. The greatness from Caleb Williams, and yeah.
I mean, if the Bears make the playoffs, I would treat you to a dinner on Bears playoff night. But that's for later
Yeah, you
to
guys will see that on vlog.
that'll be for later. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We'll be back next week recapping the slate from week 4. Peace.
Peace.